Welcome to the Tuck Shop Podcast, everybody. Another summer series week for us here. Just me. David's still running around, and at some point, I'm starting to think maybe I could, we have enough recording of him. I might be able to make an AI simulation of David and just kind of have that moving forward. But actually, he's been back, and we've actually recorded a couple really good interviews, including a cool one just this week that we're going to be able to have as we kick off the fall term here. But just still enjoying summer, and hopefully you're enjoying some of these great interviews that we've had from the past couple of years here as well. It's always exciting to kind of hear some of those, and I'm sure I've heard from people who are like, I didn't know I'd make the summer series cut, and it's kind of fun to kind of talk to those folks when they're surprised that they see their name back up in lights. But we're glad to have you along for the journey this summer. Keep an eye on all of our social media, the Facebook page and the LinkedIn page and so forth, as we start looking for and get into fall for events. We have Mountain Cat Tournament coming up in December. We have a homecoming or a family weekend or something coming up in the fall as well. A lot of cool stuff. Of course, I'm going to keep encouraging you to find some of our athletic calendars. The athletic teams are not that many days away from coming back for fall to get ready for their seasons. So hopefully you can find something on the schedule there that piques your interest, and once you come back to campus and take in a sporting event while you're here with our great athletic department as well. So, not to hold you too long, I'm going to just continue to thank you and encourage you to please share these episodes and your subscription out. Tell your friends, tell your family. You want to be subscribed. Not only do you hear some of these cool interviews from the past this summer, but you're going to get some really, really fun and neat stuff coming up in the fall that we've been working on as well. So with that, we're going to go and take a listen to our interview we did with Jess from over at the Vice President of Academic Affairs office, and a great alum as well, and former division assistant over in business. She got promoted, so we miss her there, but we're glad to have Maggie with us over in business as well. But it's a great interview, and it kind of hears some of the cool things that she has going on. And this was probably about, maybe about a little bit less than a year ago. But still some cool things just to kind of hear her story. So we hope you have a great week, and make sure you're subscribed and you're sharing. That's all I can ask you to do this week is share that link, share the subscription, get your friends and family. We love to be able to reach out and talk to you and hear all the cool stories that every alumni has to share. So until next week, here's our interview. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Matt. How are you?
Good. Thanks for trekking over to Krebs.
No problem.
A little different for you.
Yeah, a little different.
For those who don't know you, who are you?
My name is Jess Marinas. I've worked here for about 2 years. I started in the Business and Enterprise Division, and I just recently took the position in the VPAA's office as the administrative assistant there.
You're also an alum.
I am an alum.
When did you graduate?
May of 2002.
What did you get your degree in? I never asked you that, actually.
English literature. I had some faculty that are still on campus today. Dr. Grash was one of my favorites. I had a art history minor, and I also took a lot of Dr. Cox's, Catherine Cox's classes. She was my favorite literature teacher, professor.
I have enough. I don't have the right credits, but I have an English lit minor.
Yeah.
Because of Kathy.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to
She's
I had
amazing.
random assignment.
Yeah.
For your intro to freshman writing or whatever, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I like you. what else do you teach?
Yes, and that's exactly what happened to me. I actually started out in education, and I ended up switching my degree to English literature because I just couldn't stop taking her classes. And also, the other one was Patty Derrick. She's not here anymore, but I took all of her classes. I loved all of her Shakespeare classes. I was like infatuated with all the Shakespeare stuff. So.
Yeah, Patty's retired. She's
Yeah.
not here with us
Yeah,
anymore.
that's what I meant. Yeah.
No.
But not on campus.
Patty lives like
Yes.
2.5 blocks away from me, so in case I
Okay.
run into her, I just want to be like, "We didn't kill you on the podcast."
No, she was like absolutely one of my favorites also. So I took all of her classes.
You said you came in looking at education.
I
Was
did.
that kind of like a childhood, like teacher? I can be. I know what I'm doing with that.
My aunt was she was a teacher at Conemaugh Valley, grade school teacher. So I used to help her out in the summers, like getting her classroom ready. And I just kind of just enjoyed doing that. So it kind of, I thought that's what I wanted to do. And then I just kind of changed my pathway along the line when I was, here.
It's not an uncommon story.
No.
I did the same thing. A lot of people
Yeah.
kind of, and I because I kind of described it in a class yesterday or earlier this week. We do so many different departments and so forth. Even when we were talking about the business stuff, which you think is pretty standard, that aren't I call them the guidance counselor careers. If you could sum it up in one word: teacher, lawyer, nurse.
Correct.
Those are the easy. It's like,
Yes.
how do you apply economics or geography, or that there's a whole bunch of
Correct.
other careers that just don't until you get exposed to them.
Yes.
Did you know what you wanted to do with the English Lit degree, or you just like, I love these classes and I'll figure it out when I get there?
I kind of had the idea in mind that I was going to go straight into getting my master's degree directly after graduation. But I ended up with child. So I was pregnant with my daughter, Emily, who is now 22. So it kind of put a damper in the whole thing. I had to go into the employment field and directly out of after graduation and begin, working so that I could support her and help support family and stuff and a baby and home and all that stuff. So it kind of stopped it. And I did try to go back later after I got laid off from the job I was in, and they wouldn't take me at IUP.
Oh,
Yeah, I applied and tried to get in, and they only take so many
Yeah.
in their master's program. And I don't know if it was because I was out of the game for so long and I didn't get accepted. And I even came back and talked to Dr. Grash, and she wrote a recommendation for me, and I think Dr. Cox did too. And I didn't get in. So
you think that wouldn't dramatically change over a period? It's not like technology that's like, 6 years later,
Yeah.
everything's completely different.
yeah,
It's
yeah, and it was about 7 years after graduation because I was with that employer about 7 years, and then I got laid off. So yeah, yeah.
How did you end up finding and working here?
It was a long kind of road and path. So after I was laid off from that job, I worked as a probation officer. Actually, I worked with the county, with the district attorney's office for quite a while. I was with the Cambria County for about 9 years. Between the district attorneys and probation as a probation officer. And then I just got to the point where I couldn't physically do the work anymore as a probation officer. And, the carrying and it's a very physical job. And I decided that I just couldn't do it anymore. And I found a job with IUP. So I was there for a while, and they did mass layoffs. So I was at the bottom of the totem pole because I had just started. So I found another job for about 2 years, and then this job had popped up, and I had been trying to get in here for so many years, just randomly over the years applied for jobs here, and this was like that opportunity. I guess I met with Dawn and Sharon and for my interview, and it was just like sparks. I don't know how else to say it. Like, the interview was amazing. Like, we really hit it off, and Ray, Dr. Rabley, interviewed me.
Because at that point, kind of for those people who kind of know the time frame, this was prior. This was post business social science division
Correct.
separation.
Correct.
But Ray Rabley was still division chair of
Correct.
both houses.
Correct.
So Dr. Whistler hadn't been,
Yes.
who's been on the show before.
He wasn't here
He wasn't
yet.
here yet.
Correct.
He wasn't division chair yet.
Correct. Correct.
So you interviewed with Ray.
Yes, Ray was technically, he would
Very
have been my
laid-back
boss.
interview, I
Yes,
bet.
yes, and it was like, and so he hired me, and I started. It was kind of me and Dawn as the admins for social science, and I was for B&E, and then he was offered, and he took the job as the VPAA. So everything kind of got topsy-turvy right after I started. A couple months, not even, it was like maybe a month after I
It
started.
was pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. So then Tim came in, and Tim's was my boss then since, and he's amazing. So he's a great boss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tim's been on the show.
Yeah.
I go back when it's the business reunion episode, but he was. We sidetracked into British cars and all. Well, it's Tim. I was like, and you and I have talked about this a little bit. I don't think people who with no problems when they're here understand what that role is like, being a division assistant, administrative assistant, secretary, where to me it's always been one of those things, like literally you're living the Sims.
Yeah.
Even with faculty, go there, do this,
Yeah.
don't do that, you'll die. It's like it's this constant flow. Kids upset, parents
Yes.
confused,
Yes.
and you kind of have to keep us all
Yes.
on track.
Yes. It's like being a mom away from home. You're kind of in charge of everybody, and you feel like you have to balance not, a couple children, but a division full of children. Almost. I hate to refer to everybody as children, but it is. It's like, this is your house, and you're trying to run a house or a household, and you have someone wanting something or needing something, but then you have somebody else like right then and there who also thinks their stuff is more important than that other person. So it's like you kind of got to juggle a lot of priorities or a lot of tasks. You have to be very, very good at multitasking in these positions. Know when to say, okay, this can wait. And you also need to know how to tell certain people, hey, this can wait.
Mm-hmm. And speaking as a member of this is the start of my 16th year as a faculty member. None of us have ego or concern or forget to do anything, and we're always on time with everything. And have never forgot something like critical paperwork or nothing. That never happens with us.
Yes, you have to be very good with reminding.
Thank you.
Yes, sending reminders out constantly, just like at home. You got to remind your kids to take their lunch box that's sitting right on before they walk out the door, and they start to walk out the door without their lunch. It's just like that. You got to say, hey, we need this by this date. Hey, tomorrow's the date. We need this. If you haven't turned it in, we need it. Hey, it's the morning of. I need this. It's that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, it's a great job. And it's a great campus. And being back here was amazing. It's very nostalgic. It's very can't explain it. Like when I walked back on campus after being off for so many years, it was just like I was home again. Like everything felt like right and where it should be. Like the universe was like where it should be for me. And I don't know how to explain that to people, but it was just like I don't know.
There's something about finding that right spot, and it's something. It's kind of it's fun because we've talked to it before with people who have been students here and then work here. You, me, David is another one, and who we will talk a good bit, and it's that connection. We've had a bunch of very good, very qualified, dedicated people working alumni stuff for years and years and years. But being here as a student, there's something that David has that's kind of like, I remember that class. He can tell a story that and know that connection that is just there, and it is really hard to kind of think about until you come back and see first day and everyone, and like I remember first days.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And what that was like, and it's special.
It is
in a lot of ways.
And working with the kids too, it's like you feel good making that connection where you can tell them the stories. I was just telling my new work studies some things yesterday, like with the dorms and, you know, the activities we used to do that the RAs would have for us. Like we had tie-dye day, and I can remember still like making the tie-dye t-shirts as a group with our you know, the RAs and RNs and the RAs. And I mean, just things like that we did, like the Halloween, dressing up for Halloween, you know, the different things like that we did in the dorms, the freshman dorms. So
it's a huge kind of connection there, and I think that's a good part of that what makes it so good to have you when you doing the division stuff, and it's kind of, I like joking about like the help, but the help is so important because it is having that experience too. You kind of can understand, like, I'll get sucked into a class and I want to think about this, and other things don't get done. But students, there's sometimes you forget that they could be nervous.
yeah,
They can be a little, you know, and it's like, I was not just lived through that at some point.
yes,
In this room, I've lived through this. Like,
Yes.
it's actually, I remember being in this class,
Yes.
actual physical classroom, and being concerned
Yes.
about this test coming up or
Yes.
something along those lines.
yes,
That each of those things just kind of have that special connection.
yes, yeah,
And you know, we're lucky, I think, when you think about how many. We'll often talk about, especially when we start in the next week or two, bringing up like the Chamber of Commerce and stuff we've been working on. The alumni who work here, that have worked here for a long, long time, who went out and then came back and teach. Dr. Wagner was on last week. Alum. David, me, you. Nadia's an alum. Dawn, who's been was on the show last year, alum. Susan Devan down on the IT. All these, and it's just like a good testament that when campus is like, we want our own people.
yes, yes.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of fun.
It is. It is. And I think taking so long to get here just shows that people don't leave. Once you're here, it's people don't leave unless you retire. So, I
And
mean,
even then,
yeah, exactly.
Even
exactly.
sometimes you never leave.
Correct. So,
One of the cool things that I wanted to... Okay, before we talk about the event that's coming up weekend
Yes.
there for the band and stuff,
Yes.
I want to talk about that. You're really good about doing it online. Be proud mama. Because you got two daughters
I do
doing
have 2 daughters. Yes.
two very, very different careers.
Correct.
But doing
yes.
them well.
Yes. Yes.
Do you want to go in reverse chronological order? Or...
Let's go in reverse, so then we can lead into the event. So, I have 2 daughters. I have Emily and Eden. Eden is my youngest, who just graduated. She's from high school. She's 18, and she is a dancer. And when I say dancer, she doesn't just like do competitions and stuff like that. She is a ballerina, and she's like really hardcore ballerina. So she's been since she was, I want to say, 11, been on point, and she has been going away every summer to do these things that we call intensives. So she's spent summers in like Pittsburgh and Boston, Cincinnati. She went to Carlisle. All these different ballet companies. Every summer she went away, and like instead of spending her summer with her friends, she would spend them intensively doing ballet for weeks at a time, killing her feet.
Oh, geez.
But basically honing in on her skills and perfecting them, and which kind of paid off because she auditioned and was given some offers, and she signed a contract to train for a year with Cleveland Ballet. So we just recently moved her in 2 weekends ago to start training with Cleveland Ballet. So she's going to take a year and decide if this is what she definitely wants to do for a career and a living, or if she wants to go to college. So, Pitt. But yeah,
Pitt?
so yes.
All right, good.
So, and then yeah, so that's where we're at with my youngest. And then my older daughter, Emily, who is 22, she recently graduated from IUP with a comm degree, and she also played basketball, and she played basketball for Penn State Altoona for a while. Kind of led her to IUP because she just decided halfway through that she wasn't gonna play anymore. It's hard for student athletes, and I don't think that kids realize that, like everything they have to juggle between studies and classes and all that stuff.
Yeah, certainly at an IUP, at a UPJ, like, we think there's a very incorrect stereotype of, oh, student, I just go to game, I go to practice. No, these are some of the best students I've ever taught.
Correct.
Are our student athletes. They're so,
Correct.
because they know they want to play that sport.
Yes.
That means they got to be dedicated to that time to make sure they've done everything right.
And she had to make a decision where she wanted to decide whether she wanted to focus more on her studies and career or keep going with that. And she was doing podcasts like this, and she started to announce games, the football games at IUP. I think her and her partner, female, in the media program that they gave her there, they were the first two females ever in the NCAA to announce football.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, together, like two females and not like a male and a female, but so that like made headlines and stuff. And then she graduated a whole a whole semester early. So she graduated last December. And she signed a contract to be a reporter with WJAC TV. So if you watch Channel 6 News, you'll see my daughter, Emily Marinas, on Channel 6. And she is usually on at 5 and 6 o'clock, and she is really killing it. I'm super, super proud of her. Super proud of her. She writes a lot of stories, so she's not only just like everything that you see aired, she's writing a lot of the stories that the anchors are reading and stuff too, and putting a lot of packages together. So it's not only like what you see that she does and like reads, which we didn't know. Like we didn't know anything about like the news production and all that stuff like that. Like, so she works on a lot of stuff all day. So she could be working on like 2-3 stories a day and putting it all together for it to air. So, but then she actually reads or reports one like on air. So
Pretty neat.
yeah, it's pretty neat. So then that kind of leads into
Leads into our
so
kind of the thing
yeah.
everyone can come out and
yeah.
see.
Yes. So not only is she amazing at what she does at her job, but she is also artistically talented, like my other daughter. She has been a drummer basically since she was wee little. And has always been really, really good at it. And she plays in a band with her dad, my husband, and they're in a band called Era X. And they do all 90s like grunge covers, a lot of radio friendly 90s covers. And they are going to be playing on campus at the PPAC on Saturday, September 13th with a band called Wanderlost. And they start at 6:30, and they're going to play from 6:30 to 8, and then 8:30 to 10 is Wanderlost, and it's free. There's nothing to pay to get in. So if you want to see my awesome daughter who's on the news, come out, see her. She's an awesome drummer, killer drummer, I've been told. So if you want to come out and see her and my husband and the rest
He's
of
there
the
too.
band, yeah, he's there too. And then actually, the bassist John, he's a young man. I think he's like 21, 22. So, and then Corey, the guitar player, he's from the Richland area here. So they're all local, and they're good. I'm not just saying that. I mean, I've been told.
Well, at the bare minimum, I'm going to link to their Facebook page in
That
the
would be
description
amazing.
below. If I can find it, and I'll pre-run it past you before so it may not be on part of this episode, but if it's possible, I'm going to find a clip and play a little bit, 30, 40 seconds of that. So
Yeah, that would
towards
be
the
great.
end,
Yeah.
as well. But in worst case, even if I don't get that far, or I get sidetracked, or I forget, all of these things that may happen because like I said earlier, it's like herding cats with faculty sometimes, and I'm no better. The link to the band's Facebook page will be in the description of the podcast, so
Yep.
you can click down below and see.
Yep.
And I see right off the top, the first thing on there is the poster for the September 13th event.
Correct.
So if you missed that, or you just want to double check it, it's right there. You can kind of see and make sure you come out. It's great to be on campus.
Yeah, I know the PPAC's really trying. Janie's really trying to do some stuff for everybody. They coming up with a lot of new events this year and stuff. And back when I went here, and I'm sure that you can attest to this, there were a lot of fun concerts, like local bands and stuff on campus.
Yeah.
Like we used to have, and things to go to. And so I'm kind of hoping that this will kind of lead to that this will be the first of many, like local bands and stuff that like we used to get and for students to go to, or not even just local students, but
Even the community
Local
gets
area.
on
Yeah,
campus, and
the
then there's a lot of
community.
alumni out there who can come on and get
Correct.
get a chance to see things on
Yeah.
campus, walk around a little bit. If
Yeah.
you're coming out, David's contact information there. Maybe say, hey, I got the chance to visit campus. We may
Yeah.
come up and help arrange a tour or something. We're glad to do it. So very, very neat. Kind of a great event, and I'm glad we could have you on to kind of promote
Yeah.
that and
Yeah.
talk about your story, because
Yeah.
I think every of these stories is really fun, and there are a lot of people who are going to hear them and like, I was that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm excited for my coworkers to see them.
you're
'Cause
dragging everybody.
I'm trying. I'm really trying to get everybody to come out and see them, because I know a few have traveled to the northern area to see them where they've played, but it's a hike to travel.
Because they typically do Nanny Glow,
They
Evansburg.
do. Yeah, they do. It's usually Nanny Glow, Evansburg, yeah, that way. So, this is the first Johnstown, actually maybe the second or third, but I'm super excited that they're this way, so that my coworkers can come out and see them.
Well, it's great. Again,
Yeah.
September 13th, Doors open at 5:30. Band starts at 6:30 to 8. So and then Wanderlost is afterwards.
Yeah.
So if you get a chance, come on out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jess, thanks for coming over to
thank you.
wandering all the way over to Krebs Hall here and
down from the penthouse, I call it.
But thanks for coming on the show, and we look forward to the 13th.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Have a great week, everybody. The Tuck Shop podcast is recorded live on the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown campus. Update your contact information with us by visiting johnstown.pitt.edu/alumni. Connect with us online via Facebook and LinkedIn, or consider donating to the university at give2, that's giveto.pitt.edu/giveupj.
This has been a production of Quantum Wave Media. Views expressed do not necessarily reflect the opinion of the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown.